Usually, when we meditate, the concept of God naturally arises in our mind. Whenever we meditate, whenever we talk about meditation or when we meditate, the concept of Atma and Paramatma naturally rises. It's because from thousands of years, the concept of meditation, celibacy, all these things are linked with spiritual evolution. And that's why whenever we meditate, naturally the concept of God rises. God or liberation or whatever, any kind of nirvana, all these spiritual concepts arises. So today I want to share something with you. When you sit in meditation to heal your emotional, psychological, intellectual or physical breakdown, for example, if you had a kind of disease in your body part, any kind of cancer, any kind of cyst, any kind of disease, weakness, and you sit to heal it by meditation. If you are a believer, then the concept of God rises more strong. As you sit in meditation, the concept of God become more strong, rises. Any concept in meditation, I'm telling you, it disturbs the natural healing process. If you want to get 100% benefits of natural healing process, which is present in every mind, you know that all disease have their base in our intellect and emotions. Whether it is hypertension, whether it is sugar level high or any kind of all disease, cancer, they somehow are connected with our psychology. So if you want to heal all these disease or psychological stress with meditation, I'm telling you that when you sit in meditation, first of all, delete the concept of God out of your mind. Look, I'm telling this with great responsibility because I had to understand this. Because when we meditate and whenever the concept of God rises in our mind, or God or concept of liberation, Atma, Paramatma, whatever, any spiritual concept rise in our meditation, it disturbs the natural healing process. Yeah, we felt some points of our body got highly active, such as Agya chakra and Hridaya chakra, Anahat chakra. And the other chakras got less flow of energy, natural energy, which is already present in every human being. So with the rise of these chakras, concept of God, we felt relaxation, huge relaxation and joy when we are meditating. But it is up to that point until we meditate. As we come out of the meditation, we again felt same stress, same intellectual, emotional stress, physical breakdown. So it becomes as a kind of addiction. Concept of God always turns into addiction. If we want healing of self, emotional, psychological healing, it gives temporary relaxation as drinking of wine gives. So I'm telling you how you can get permanent healing with meditation. So the first is do brahmacharya if you can, and if you can't, just ignore it. If it is not possible for you to have such kind of control, you can ignore it. Just sit and stop thinking. The natural healing mechanism is present in every human being, and it naturally heals all your emotional and psychological breakdowns. But when you have some kind of concepts in your mind, your natural flow God disturbs, whether it is intellectual concept in the form of thoughts, emotions. What is God? God is a kind of emotion. It's the bhava. Bhav. The concept of the God emotions is important for building character and for liberation. But when you use this concept for your emotional healing, it will only give you a temporary relaxation. The permanent relaxation comes with zero thoughts, zero emotion, and delete all concepts. Just sit like a newborn baby. There is no thought, no emotion. The natural healing mechanism, the natural flow of prana and prana vayu will naturally heal all your intellectual and emotion. Just sit in Padma asana or Siddha asana and stop thinking. Whether you use any kind of jnana mudra or not, I will suggest you don't use any kind of mudra, because jnana mudra activates your agya chakra. It puts stress in your agya chakra. It is for intelligence. And if you want emotional healing, just don't use any kind of mudra. You can reside in Siddha asana. Siddha asana will remain good for you. Just sit, stop thinking. It is simply like charging a cell phone by switch offing it. So when you switch off a cell phone and put a charger, it will quickly charge. But when you never put the data on and all the apps on, and then you charge, that is like meditating with concept of God. And sometimes viruses also come. Viruses in the form of emotional, intellectual disturbance. Just delete all concept. Just sit down and stop thinking and stop believing. If you remain for about half an hour, all your emotional and intellectual breakdowns will be healed up. Trust me. Concept of God is attractive, but I openly challenge this disturbs your healing mechanism.